Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I am going to do a drugstore makeup tutorial, like a chit chat get ready with me using all the new makeup products that I recently hauled. If you guys haven't seen that haul, I will link it in the iCards up top, and you guys can check that video out. But if you guys want to see these products in action, stay tuned and keep watching. So first thing that I'm going to use is, first thing I usually do when I do my makeup is my brows. So I am going to use this Covergirl brow pencil, ultra fine brow pencil, and it is in rich brown. And the only thing I usually use for my brows is Anastasia Beverly Hills. I don't really venture too far from that, so we'll see how this works. So there is the brows on. Now this pencil, I find I gotta really use a lot of product to get my brows the way that I like them. Like it's really, it takes a lot of like strokes to fill my brows in. The product is very stiff, but it's not a bad color. I think the color is pretty good. I'm just going to use some concealer now and just clean up the brows a bit. So I am going to go in with, this is the concealer that I recently bought. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear More Than Concealer. And I'm just going to brush that on a brush here. This is how it looks. Pretty big doe foot. And I'm going to clean up around the brows. So there we go, brows are done. I really like this concealer, it blends nicely. I definitely need to get a color that's lighter because this is exactly my skin color. So I am also going to now prime my eyes, and I'm going to use the Milani Eyeshadow Lightweight Invisible Finish concealer, eye primer, not concealer. And I've had this for a while now, but I haven't used it that much. A little bit goes a long way. So the primer is on, and I just want to cancel out the color, the hyperpigmentation on my eyelid. So I'm going to take some of that concealer and just go over that primer. It's going to dab a little bit here. And so now that the concealer is on, I'm going to use a light shadow, and I'm going to go into the Maybelline Soda Pop palette, and I'm going to take just a light shade. I'm going to take this shade here and just with a fluffy brush just set the concealer. So I think I have these two palettes. This is the Rimmel Magnify Eyes Spice Edition. And then I have this Maybelline palette. And I think I'm going to work from this palette because I really like these purples. And I love this warm color, warm orange here for my crease. So I'm going to probably just start off with that in the crease. So that color is called Crushing. We're going to take that into the crease. And a little bit higher than the crease. So it's the new year, and everyone has been making their New Year's resolution. I haven't really made any New Year's resolutions. I want to get back into the gym, which is not just a New Year resolution, it's just a life a life thing that, you know, life happens and you fall off track. And I will say, for my channel this year, I want to be more consistent and put out more videos. So I need you guys to tell me what type of videos you guys want to see, so that I can put them out for you guys. I really like doing YouTube. I love beauty. I love makeup. And I also love like lifestyle stuff and vlogs. Yeah, so for my channel, I really like putting out videos. They do take a lot of work to do and edit and stuff like that, but it's a lot less stressful than my job as a nurse. And I'm just finding that the more I've been nursing now, this year will be 15 years, and I've been in multiple areas. I started in cardiology, then I went to neurotrauma ICU, then I did a stint in ER, and now I'm cardiac surgery. I've also worked on some medicine, general medicine floors. And I appreciate the stability that nursing has brought to me and my children, and the life that it allows me to have, but I am not passionate about it as much as I thought I should. Well, as much as I think I should be. It's not something that I'm totally passionate about. And my goal this year is to find what I'm totally passionate about. I don't know what that is. I'm wondering if I should do a neutral look or not. That color builds up nicely in the crease, as you guys can see, but it takes a while to build up. I'm gonna go in with Cola Float with a little bit of a smaller brush and just deepen up in the crease a bit more. Just a little bit lower in the crease there. It's still a warm, I thought it would be a little bit darker in tone, but it seems to be not much darker. I'm using this color right here. It's still an orange, but it looks like a deeper orange. Orangey brown, I should say. Anyway, so like I was saying, I'm not as passionate about my career as I thought I should be. I don't know if it's just taking a toll on me mentally and physically. And I'm just not totally like loving the career like I used to. And I know like people would say, oh, you know, nursing is a great job and whatever, and it is, but it's stressful. I work long hours. I'm just deepening out the outer V with this color Root Beer. I work long hours. I find I've been a single mom for a long time. I just recently got married, but I've been a single mom for a long time, and I find that I missed a lot with my kids growing up because I've had to work so much just to provide for them, right? And I'm grateful that I had the job or the career to provide for them, but at the same time I feel like I missed a lot of their childhood. Like my oldest is 18 and a half. She'll be 19 in June. My youngest is 11 and a half, and she'll be 12 in June. And even though it's a stable profession, it is definitely not family friendly. Like, I mean, I've missed a lot of family functions. I've missed a lot of holidays because the hospital never closes, so you gotta work, right? And I've always wanted to have my own business, and I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I just don't know like with what. I remember taking like entrepreneurship courses in high school and stuff like that, and I've always loved business, and that's initially where I wanted to go with my life, was in business of some sort. Entrepreneurship, something like that. But, you know, I ended up going nursing for the stability because, you know, those jobs take a lot, those type of careers, being an entrepreneur and having your own business takes a lot of work initially. Well, it takes a lot of work, period, to establish yourself, right? That deepened up nicely. I'm gonna go into this cherry cola color. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I think I want to go into this cherry cola color and put it halfway on the lid here, out the outer part of the lid, and bring it in. That's a nice color. Yeah, so I went the stable route, which was nursing, because I knew I would always have a job. Thank God. But again, it's not something that I'm totally passionate about. Don't get me wrong, like, I take my nursing job very seriously, and I try to be the best nurse that I can be, and you know, I advocate for my patients, and I take my career seriously. Like, I don't play around, you know. I have a lot of skill set, and I take pride in always keeping my education up to par, always doing the required training that the hospital requires and the mandatory trainings and stuff like that. And I'm going to be a damn good nurse. I'm going to be a damn good nurse at work. Like, I'm not going to be lazy, or, you know, like, I take that part seriously. But when I come home, I'm so burnt out, I'm so drained. And I just feel like the more years I do it, the more I'm getting drained. And I just feel like I need to do something else, but I don't know what. That's the thing. So my goal for 2019 is to really try and narrow down what I'm really passionate about, because really I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to go into this color Fizz, Soda Fizz. And I'm going to put it on the inner half of the lid. That's a nice color too. And I'm just going to kind of blend it with that burgundy color. So do you guys ever feel like the career that you guys have chosen is probably, oh, this is really flaky. It's probably not the career for you, but it's hard to change because you're so used to that career, or you feel like that's all you're supposed to do? That looks really nice. That's what I'm feeling. It's like, I feel like, well, what else do I do if I don't do nursing, you know? Where do I go from there? Am I getting too old? You know, I'm 37, you know? But if I stay in nursing, I'm probably going to work until I'm like 60. So that's a lot of years to do something I'm not totally sure of. That's a lot more years I got to go. So I got to figure out what's up. Like, I'm wondering if I should just take some business courses part-time, see if that's the real route that I want to go. I just feel like something is pulling me towards business of some sort. I just don't know what. How does that look? These colors are not bad. They do take a lot of building up, but once they're built up, these are not bad. So I'm just going to go in with that cola color and just try and blend these two a little bit more together. Like that. And then I'm going to deepen up the outer V a little bit more. I think I want a little bit more darkness in the outer V. But I do not want to really bring it in, center it a little bit. So that is my dilemma, and I've been feeling like this, I would say, for the last 4 to 5 years. I've been like do I really want to do nursing for the rest of my life? Is this something that I want to retire from when I'm 60? Am I going to keep up with it? I mean, it takes a toll on you physically, mentally, and, you know, it's just working these long, like people say you work 12-hour shifts. You work more than 12-hour shift, because if something is going down with your patient, it doesn't matter what time it is, you don't feel comfortable leaving that on the oncoming shift. You kind of want to stabilize the patient, or you know, the doctors are there and they're taking over, or they're transferring the patient to like an ICU setting or something like that. And then if, you know, there's short staff and stuff like that, you try and stay and get as much done to help out the other staff. That's just what we do. So you don't always leave on time, and then you go in early to get report, because you're getting a report on multiple patients. Unless you're in the ICU, then it's one report, but it's usually a long report. So you go in early as a courtesy. Well, those are the, you try and go in early as a courtesy, but not everybody follows that. Yeah, I mean, I love the people I work with, but it's just, the profession itself is draining, and I'm sure it's like that in a lot of professions, but you know, I feel like when you're working with sick people, it's mentally and physically draining. A lot of times they can't do stuff for themselves, and you got to really do it. So this is the look. I'm not mad at it, but you see all this fallout? I don't know if you guys can see how much fallout is on my face. So now I'm going to go in with the NYX Epic Ink liner. Shake it up. It's my first time using this. Ooh, this is a nice, it looks like a brush tip. I don't usually use brush tips, so this may be interesting. Okay, there it is. I feel like you got to build it up a bit to get it as black as I like it. And because it's a brush tip, I haven't worked with brush tips. I usually use a felt tip. It's definitely not my Stila or the Fenty, but it's not bad. Now we're going to go in with mascara, then falsies. So this is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Waterproof. Oh, I didn't see I picked up the waterproof one. And it's in Blackest Black. So we'll see how this is. I would say that's okay. That is okay. So some of my favorite pair of lashes from the drugstore are the Kiss number 11 lashes. I get the 5-pack from Walmart. So I am going to go off camera and put those on, and then I'll come back and show you what the eye look looks like. What the eye look looks like with, that's hard to say, what the eye look looks like with lashes. We'll be right back. So here is what the eye look looks like so far. So now we'll work on the face, and then we'll go back and finish up the eyes. So I'm going to go in with primer. So I'm going to use this first. This is the Maybelline Master Prime Hydrate and Smooth Primer. Okay, so now I'm going to use this HardCandy Sheer Envy Stick It to Pores Mattifying Pore Primer. And I'm just going to put that where my pores are the biggest. So it looks like that. Ooh. It does blur my pores. So So that's that. Now I'm going to do some color correcting with the concealer because it's exactly my color. Just gonna let that sit a bit, and I'm just gonna go in with the foundation. This is the Covergirl Trublend Matte Made foundation, which is a comfort matte, and I know this is a bit yellow. That's what it looks like. It's definitely yellow. It looks kind of mustard on camera. Oh boy, a little nervous. Little nervous. I'm using the L'Oreal sponge. So yeah, that's the foundation. Something is tingling on my skin, like around here. I don't know what that tingle is about. Let's hope it stops. I didn't notice it when I put on the primer. I actually noticed it when I put on the foundation, and I'm feeling it here too. It's not horrible, but it's a tingle. I haven't heard anybody say anything like that about the foundation, but I do have sensitive skin. But it's getting better. It's almost all gone, but yeah, there was a tingle when I put on that foundation. So now I'm gonna go in with the concealer, which is like my exact color. Yeah, that's totally my exact color. And we are gonna blend that out. Blend, blend, blend. Yeah, like I was saying, it's hard to do a first impression, get ready with me, chit chat, because I just get caught up in the makeup. I have the Maybelline, I do have the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Setting Powder in medium deep. This is a little bit too dark though. That's what it looks like. It won't give me the highlighting feature, so I may try that first and then go over it with the Laura Mercier, because I wasn't a big fan of this Fit Me Loose powder. Just making sure I don't have any creases before I set it. Well, that seems to look okay. I don't like the way this powder wears, but I'm just gonna go ahead and like set around my laugh lines. It does look good on my skin though. I don't know if you guys can tell, but what I can see in the viewfinder, it does look good on my skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest of my face with that same Fit Me powder with a big fluffy brush. That doesn't look bad. Does not look bad at all. So I didn't have to cheat and use the Laura Mercier powder. I used the Fit Me powder from Maybelline, and that's in, whoops, dropping stuff, and that's in medium deep. So I zoomed you guys back in because I'm going to work on the lower lash line. I am going to go in with that Cola Float color. I don't have a drugstore cream eyeliner to use. So I'm just going to use my Milk Makeup eyeliner and line my eyes first because I don't have a black drugstore eyeliner. Totally forgot about picking up one of those. There we go. I love this black. Oh my God. Look how black that is. Okay, so I used the color Cola Float and Root Beer, which is these two, on my lower lash line, and I applied the mascara. I think it looks okay. We're just going to continue on with the rest of the face. Okay, so for contour, I went in my collection and I found this Rimmel contour. I think this was the Kate times Rimmel contouring thing. It came out a couple years ago, but I really liked the contour that was in here. It's pretty dark, so you have to have a light hand. Now I'm just going to take a smaller fluffy brush and contour the sides of my nose. Now I'm going to go in with some blush, and I have a blush from Essence, and this is their Essence Silky Touch blush, and this is in Life's a Cherry, and it's kind of like a bright corally pink. Ooh, that's pigmented. And for highlight, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Master Chrome in Molten Gold. And we're just going to highlight. So I don't have a drugstore setting spray, so I'm going to use my Cover FX setting spray. Shake that up. Now we're going to go into the lips. Yes, I'm just going to clean off. There we go. So I'm going to use, this is the Colorpop Lippie pencil in BFF3. Okay, now I'm going to put on the NYX Lip Tease Full Color Lip Oil in I Woke Up Like This. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of the Milani Charming Lip Gloss. So I'm just going to do my hair, and then I'll come back and we'll talk about how I feel about these products, okay? So I'm back. Now let's discuss some of these products. Let's start off with the face stuff. So the Maybelline primer. Really like this primer. I'm going to continue using it. So far, first impression, so good. Feels hydrating. A+. First impressions on the HardCandy Stick It to Pores Mattifying Pore Primer. I really like it. It does really do good with covering or filling in your pores to make your face have like that smooth texture. So I really like that, and I really like the two of these together, so I'm going to continue using them. Let's go to brows, and then I'll go back to the face stuff. So the Covergirl pencil, I am not a fan of the Covergirl pencil. I find that for you to get it to show up, you really gotta press hard and you gotta use a lot of product. Over here you can barely see it. That's just one stroke and you can hardly see it. And I have to like really, like I had to do a lot of carving to really fill in my brows the way that I like them. So the color is really good, but the product itself, I'm not a fan of. Alright, so for concealer, the L'Oreal concealer, love this. I find that this is like a cross between the Too Faced Born This Way and the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. And the coverage is really good. I really like this concealer. I'm going to continue using it. First impression is a love. Now the foundation, the CoverGirl Trublend Matte Made foundation, at first, it came out looking like mustard, I'm not gonna lie, and it had me a little worried, but it actually blended in nicely with my skin. I am really impressed with this foundation, and I've had it on for about an hour now, and this, no creasing in my lines. This is really good. I really like this. I'm gonna continue using it. I hope that it works well. I did notice a little bit of burning after I put it on around this area, like my cheeks and down here. That had me scared, but it's totally gone. I don't feel it, but my skin is very sensitive. So if you don't have sensitive skin, you probably won't feel that. I felt that initially, but it's gone. So I'm going to continue using it. Hopefully it doesn't do nothing crazy to my face, because anything that doesn't crease in my forehead lines after 10 minutes, I'm happy with. So this has been on for about an hour and it looks really good. Really good. For the eyeshadows, I only use one of the drugstore palettes. I'll probably do another look with the Rimmel one, but for this Maybelline one, what can I say? Okay, colors are beautiful, but I don't know if you guys can see, but it kicks up a ton of kick up, and this one is like flaking out, literally flaking out. And I felt because it was doing that when I put it on my eyes, there was a ton of fallout on my face. So you definitely have to do your eye makeup first before you do your face makeup. Another thing is I'm looking at my eyes and I feel that the intensity of the shadows are wearing off already, and I've only had this on for an hour. Like, this is not gonna last. If I have to wear this to work for 12 hours, this would not last. This Lash, this who's this, L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise waterproof. This, I got the waterproof one. I didn't know I was picking up the waterproof one, but that's what I got. It's okay. It just coats my lashes. It doesn't give me volume. It doesn't really lengthen. It just coats my lashes. I don't know what the hype is. It's not better than my Maybelline Last Sensational mascara. It's not better than that. I'm going to keep using it. Maybe, I don't know, since it's a new tube, it's already a drier consistency, I will try that. But I was one of those girls who never liked the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and this is supposed to be a dupe for it, so that's probably why I don't like it. These two lip products, which is what I'm wearing. The first one is the NYX Lip Tease Full On Lip Oil in I Woke Up Like This. I love this. I love the texture of this. It's like a velvety texture. There's no, I don't know why they call it a lip oil. It's not oily. It's more velvety. It's a really nice texture. And then the Milani Amore Shine Liquid Lip Color. Ooh, I love this. This is going to be like one of those things that you keep in your bag. This Essence blush, I didn't haul it in my drugstore haul, but it's my first time using it and I really like it. So blush is usually the first thing that disappears off your face. So I'm going to keep using it and see how it works and see if it stays. But I really like this color, and it was like $3.99. Real good. This is a real good blush. And everything else on my face I've used before. So the Master Chrome, I love. This I've used before. It's not a first impressions. This is like my favorite drugstore highlighter. This is the Master Chrome in Molten Gold. There's multiple colors, so you can find something for your skin tone. And then I pulled this out of my makeup vault because that's where it's been. And the only reason I pulled it out was because I was doing a drugstore tutorial, and I was flipping through my stuff and I'm like, oh yeah, I love the contour in this. I didn't really like the highlight. I did like the blush, but the contour was the #1 thing in this. And you know what? I didn't initially like the Fit Me Loose finishing powder, but right now it looks good as an all over powder, and it also set my under eye. So I'm gonna have to revisit this because right now I'm liking it. It went from a C to about a B+, so I'm liking this, I must say. And I think that's it. Those are the main things, right? Hopefully I didn't forget anything else. So that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys.